Welcome to Puvanur Iyer Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur Iyer Academy of Music and Mathematics. Let's begin this class with Thirukural. எழுமை எழுபிறப்பும் உள்ளுவர் தம்கண் விழுமம் துடைத்தவர் நட்பு. தம்முடைய துன்பத்தை போக்கியவரின் நட்பை ஏழேழு பிறவிகளிலும் மறவாது நினைந்து போற்றுவர் பெரியோர். Wisdom people will always remember the help extended by timely help extended by people always, and that is the beauty of the people with wisdom, and we all should grow into that stature. I remember once going to Hyderabad after completing my studies for my job opportunity, and I happened to stay there for 4 days, and I visited one of my distant relatives. The type of love and warmth they extended, I still remember. It's evergreen memories. The way they took care of me, the way they served me food, I still remember. They are not even related very closely to me. I wanted to table this because I could very much relate to what Thirukural says here. So we should always remember the help. No, it is not only remembered now. For 7 or 8 generations they remember, it seems. That's what Thirukural compares. It's a huge comparison. I think we have to know, as we become mature and experience in our life journey, we will get to understand all these nuances. With this good thought, we'll get into today's class. We have now seen 10 sequences in Rupaka Thalam, which are pretty much in sync with Adi Thalam, but for the variation Thangu Tatha Dhimi. Taka Dhimi Tatha Dhimi is Adi Thalam, Thangu Tatha Dhimi is Rupaka Thalam. So that is that's a single liner if I want to compare 4 and 3. Taka Dhimi Tatha Dhimi, Taka Dhimi Tatha Dhimi, Thangu Tatha Dhimi, Thangu Tatha Dhimi. Quickly the transition comes this round. So this is a beautiful liner we learned. So having completed this 10 sequences, I'm going to teach you the traditional way of reduction, the farans, what you need to play, the Mora and Korvai in this class. Let's look one by one. It's a 6-beat cycle. Dheem, tarikataka dheem, tarikataka dheem, tarikataka tamkataka tarikataka dheem. That's how you have to reduce. How is it structured? Dheeng tarikataka, dheeng tamkataka. Both are same. Dheeng is 3, tamkataka is 3. So dheeng tamkataka, dheeng tamkataka. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 12. Each finger is 4 syllables, 4 into 3 is again 12. So an interpretation of 3 into 4 into 4 in 4 into 3. That's what is happening here. The structure is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But what we are trying to play, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So 3 into 4 we are playing. In a 4 into 3 cycle of beats, we are playing 3 into 4, which is a reverse, and it gives a good pep into the thalam. So, ding, tom ketadaka, ding, tom ketadaka, first half. The second half, ding, tom ketadaka, is again 6. The next 6, you play the full 6 phrase, tom ketadaka, tari ketadaka. So beautifully, you have formed a beautiful phrase now. Ding, tom ketadaka, ding, tom ketadaka, ding, tom ketadaka, tari ketadaka, ding, tom ketadaka, ding. That is the first part. That is the first part. Now substitute in place of tam ketataka, thari ketataka. Ding, thari ketataka, ding, thari ketataka, ding, thari ketataka, tam ketataka, thari ketataka. traditionally play to show that you are going to complete Rupaka Thalam. This way I'm going to enter the farans. This piece will determine the knowledgeable people, the person has completed all. So the Rupaka Thalam, whatever he wants to showcase, now he is going to go to the grand finale. So that's what it is on the traditional reduction. So I will repeat again. Ding, tom kedadaka ding, tom kedadaka ding, tom kedadaka tarikadaka ding, tarikadaka ding, tarikadaka ding, tarikadaka tom kedadaka tarikadaka. You do two times and then you reduce it again to 3-beat cycle. Ding, tom kedadaka tarikadaka ding, tarikadaka tom kedadaka tarikadaka. In Adi Thalam you did twice. A 4-beat cycle you did twice because it's an 8-beat cycle. 8 is divisible by 4 and you did twice. Here, it is a 4-beat, you have to go to 12-beat because it's a 3-beat cycle. So you have to repeat thrice this phrase. So all you need to remember is in Rupaka Thalam you have to do 3 times a 4-beat cycle. Then here again, I'm just playing only the vanilla part. There are it can play in thum, you can play in tha, dum and tha, tha and dum. You can play like that too. So whatever is comfortable, try all the possible combinations so that you don't have to repeat the same thing. You can play different things at different times. But when you're practicing, take a particular phrase and repeat number of times because that phrase should be firm and you should get it to your hand. You should not confuse when you're playing 3 times, each one differently. It sounds horrible. So you have to play, it should be pleasing to your ears first. You are the first rasika when you are playing. When you are not feeling good, don't play it. First you feel comfortable and then you play. Okay. Then you can traditionally play many moras, what I taught you in Adi Thalam, what can fit into the Thalam. Say for example, that's what you did in Adi Thalam. Here also you can do. I de-linked one of the phrase. Okay? You can play like that. You can play this phrase, I'll teach you. Tom ketataka, nam dum ketataka. This will perfectly sit into the Rupaka Thalam. Tom ketataka, tum ketataka, tom ketataka, tum ketataka, tom ketataka, tum ketataka. Once when you play all these farans, okay, as whatever, you can also, as I told you, these are only samples I showed you. I've taught you many different farans. You can use all those which fits into a 3-beat cycle. I will demonstrate that in later classes when I do the solo part of it so that you will understand what are all the different varieties you can do. I'll teach you separately. But as this is a vanilla class, these are the basics which you have to do. So, To sum up, you have to reduce, traditionally reduce. Ding, tongidadaka ding, tongidadaka ding, tongidadaka tongidadaka tarigadadaka. Ding, tarigadadaka ding, tarigadadaka ding, tarigadadaka tongidadaka tarigadadaka. Ding, tongidadaka tongidadaka tarigadadaka. Ding, tarigadadaka tongidadaka tarigadadaka. Tongidadaka tarigadadaka tongidadaka tarigadadaka tarigadadaka 3 times. Tarigadadaka 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 3 times. Tattongidadaka tarigadadaka tattongidadaka tarigadadaka tattongidadaka tarigadadaka tattongidadaka tarigadadaka tattongidadaka 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 tarigadadaka tattongidadaka tattongidadaka tarigadadaka tarigadadaka. Then you can even play a short Tirmanam 3 times. Up to that you can come. Then you play the Mora. The Mora is very, very traditional. Tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka. Kitataka thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka. Tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka. Talangadin tat thom, talangadin tat thom. Thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, kitataka thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, talangadin tat thom, talangadin tat thom, tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, kitataka thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, talangadin tat thom, talangadin tat thom, tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, kitataka thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, talangadin tat thom, tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, talangadin tat thom, tat thom, kitataka thom, kitataka dari kitataka, talangadin tat takita, talangadin tat takita, talangadin tat thom. This is how the takita should be in your memory. You should not play takita there, okay? That is your knowledge what you display. That is Mora. I will also teach you a small Korvai. Tit tongkitataka tarikataka thom. Tit tongkitataka tarikataka thom. Tit tongkitataka tarikataka thom. Tading ennathum. Tading ennathum. Tading ennathum. The first time, yes, you have to play like this. That is the stroke. Now I can teach you 3 different varieties. Tom kitataka tarikataka thom. Tom kitataka tarikataka thom. Tom kitataka tarikataka thom. Tatum tatikitatta tadum tatikitatta tadum tatikitatta ta. The third variety, takarikataka thom. Takarikataka thom. Takitatum, tadikitatum, takitatum, tadikitatum, takitatum, tadikitatum, da. Takitatum, takitadim, ki thaki dim, kitakinam dum. Ki thaki dhim, kitta ki namdum, kitta ki namdum, kitta ki namdum. This is the stroke. Okay? Thit Tittangadam, 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 Tadim Gilnatan, Tadim Gilnatan, Tadim Gilnatan, Tangadam, Tangadam, Tadum, Tadikitatan, Tadum, Tadikitatan, Tadum, Tadikitatan, Tadarigadam, 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 Takitatu, Tadikitatu, Takitatu, Tadikitatu, Takitatu, Tadikitatu, Ding, Kitakadin, Din, Na, Din, Tatadim, Tongadin, Tatam, Tongadin, Tatam, Tongadin, Tatam. That's how you have to finish. When you play Mora, a Korvai you have to be repeated 3 times. After you finish the Korvai, you have to finish a grand finale, which is Ding, Kittaka, Din, Din, Na, Dim, Dim, Tata, Din, Talangadin, Tatam, Talangadin, Tatam, Talangadin, Tatam. Then it gets over. So we have seen enough in this class. The reduction, the furans, the varieties, and then the Mora, traditional Mora and Rupaka Thalam, and the Korvai in 3 different varieties. You can choose to play 3 different varieties, or the same variety you can play 3 times. It's up to you, nothing wrong. You can choose one variety and repeat it 3 times, that is also acceptable. But once when you become comfortable in remembering certain things in memory, you can play varieties as you get a good clarity. So I'll finish off with a Thirukkural today, as we are completing Rupaka Thalam today. My congratulations for all the students who have reached this level, because now you have understood, you have become an advanced student. Now you have understood how you have to adapt Adi Thalam into a different structure, and then how you can play the entire lessons in a 3-beat cycle. The same thing we are going to do in the forthcoming classes for Mr. Chapu and Kanda Chapu, how to adapt to those structures. Mr. Chapu is a little complicated structure. Kanda Chapu is also a complicated structure. First of all, we should get familiarized with the structure, and then only you have to play all these lessons. Okay, we will, as I go into each of these classes, I'll explain more, and I'll make it and explain you in such a way that you understand it very clearly. Nandri marappadu nandrandru, nandralladu andre marappadu nandru. What a beautiful Thirukkural it is. பிறர் செய்த நன்மையை மறப்பது அறமாகாது, அவர் செய்த தீமையை உடனே மறந்து விடுவதே அறமாகும். A person, if you had done good, you don't, Thirukkural says, do not forget that. But if a person had done harm to you, or he has given over, he has done a lot of, which has humiliated you, that's bothered you, forget it immediately. That's what Thirukkural says. It's very difficult, what Thirukkural says, to adapt in personal life, but we have to grow into the stature of an acceptance, held is human, forgive is divine. And remembering the English proverb, we have to forget and forgive the bad acts or the ill acts done by our friends or the enemies, intentionally or knowingly or unknowingly. So with this good thought, we'll end this class. Rupaka Thalam, we are signing off. We are going to do a complete review of Rupaka Thalam next class, what all we dealt, just to ensure that you recollect what all you have learned in these classes. Then we'll move forward into the next Thalam. We'll graduate into next Thalam over the coming classes, coming episodes. Puvanur Iyer signing off.